Chapter 88. Another layer of worry. Everyone's attention was shifted, subconsciously making an open space. No one dared to approach Nye Tien and Lan Benji. If these two fight, it must be very fierce. Do you dare to save the person I want to kill? Lan Benji walked over step by step, getting closer and closer to Nye Tien. Nye Tien didn't panic, and said indifferently, "An overly arrogant idiot like you, if you weren't the prince, you would have been a corpse." A person like Lan Benji is arrogant, domineering, and domineering. If it wasn't for his status as a prince, he would not be alive today. "Stinky boy, you're courting death." Lan Benji was furious. A cold chill radiated from her body, and it seemed that even the surrounding air was about to freeze. Nye Tien frowned slightly, and said coldly, "Do you still want to kill someone? So what about killing people? This prince can kill whoever he wants." Lan Benji yelled violently and suddenly struck out, stabbing out with several ice hammers, straight for Nye Tien. "Stupid!" Nye Tien frowned and punched out without dodging or dodging. Boom! There was a loud explosion, and a golden shadow of a fist shattered the ice cone directly. Even so, the bone-piercing chill hit Nye Tien's arm like maggots on the tarsus bone. Suddenly, half of his arm felt a chill, as if frozen. Nye Tien quickly circulated Yuanli, his arm trembling to dispel the chill. Lan Benji's Blackwater Shen Bing Yuanling was too domineering, and the cold was enough to freeze Nye Tien's arms. If he was hit head-on by the black water ice, Nye Tien would turn into an ice sculpture. Humph! Is this the only strength? Lan Benji sneered and wanted to make another move. Presumptuous! At this moment, a violent roar sounded. Immediately, vast coercion swept over, and everyone felt a tightness in their chests as if they would suffocate in the next moment. Fan Jinwu stood on the high platform, and his voice rang out, "You two stop fighting immediately. If you dare to attack again, don't blame the court's subordinates for being ruthless. You're lucky." Lan Benji looked back at Fan Jinwu, then turned and backed away. After all, Fan Jinwu is the vice president of Lanba Academy, with a high status. Lan Benji didn't dare to resist what he said. "Everyone disperse!" Fan Jinwu shouted coldly. The crowd dispersed immediately, silent like a cicada. Fan Jinwu just sat down, took a look at Qin Yedian, and said, "Prince Bing Yi is too much. Does he put my Lanba Academy in his eyes?" Qin Yedian smiled awkwardly and apologized again and again. "Dean Fan, calm down. Your Highness is young and ignorant. Please ask Dean Fan to be calm." Fan Jinwu stopped talking, but Zhang Yifeng smiled playfully and said, "Prince Bing Yi is ignorant, so is Commander Qin also ignorant?" He asked Dean Fan to stand up and stop him. Lan Benji and Nye Tien fought in the audience. This kind of thing happened at the Freshman Martial Arts Festival. If it gets out, it will damage the prestige of Lanba Academy. Of course, Fan Jinwu didn't want to see such a thing. Due to the face of the royal family, he turned a blind eye. It's a pity that Qin Yedian didn't open his eyes and pretended to be a squib, and he never stopped Lan Benji from messing around. As a last resort, Fan Jinwu got up to stop him. Lan Benji had broken the rules of the martial arts meeting time and again in the new martial arts meeting. First, he forced Zhang Wan to take the stage and killed Zhang Wan. Then he wanted to kill the defeated Ling Tian. Now they are fighting with Nye Tien in the audience again. If he is allowed to mess around, the majesty of Lanba Academy will be ruined to nothing. It's all Qin's fault, please Hai Han. Qin Yedian coughed twice and apologized in embarrassment. Although he apologized, Qin Yedian was very happy in his heart. The reason why he didn't stop Lan Benji was that he felt that it wasn't worth offending Lan Benji for such a thing. After all, Lan Benji is the prince and may be the emperor in the future. Qin Yedian doesn't want to give him a bad impression. In the martial field, Ling Tian regained his composure, and his eyes became firm again. He looked at Nye Tien and said seriously, "You saved my life, I'll make a note of it." After speaking, he stopped staying and turned to leave. Watching Ling Tian leave, Nie Tian's expression became heavy. Just now when he fought against Lan Binji, he already felt the opponent's strength. Even Ling Tian, who possessed the spirit body of Lian Hua, was defeated. Lan Binji's strength was indeed terrifying. Boss, what a pity. Ling Tian almost defeated Lan Binji. Jean Debao punched the palm of his hand, feeling very regretful. For Nie Tian, the most threatening person was Lan Binji. Nie Tian shook his head slightly and said, "There's nothing to be sorry about. If Ling Tian can defeat Lan Binji, that would be too bad." Huh? Jean Debao was taken aback, wondering if Nie Tian had said something wrong. Ling Tian defeated Lan Binji, isn't it good? Nie Tian didn't try to explain. He knew in his heart that if Ling Tian could defeat Lan Binji, his end would be worse than now, most likely, death. Nie Tian could see clearly that the moment Lan Binji and Ling Tian clashed with each other, Qin Yetian on the high platform was ready to strike. Once Lan Binji loses, Qin Yetian will make a move. If Qin Yetian made a move, would Ling Tian still be alive? That's why Nie Tian's face suddenly became heavy. He was not afraid of Lan Binji but of Qin Yetman. What would happen if Qin Yetian made a sudden move when he and Lan Binji were deciding the outcome? Qin Yetian became another layer of worry for Nie Tian. However, Lan Binji had his guarantee, and Nie Tian also had his own. The 10th Yuan vein, the blood feather heavenly demon spirit pattern, the 3 seals of the god of war, and the explosive Yuan pill taken from Liang Yunlong's body is Nie Tian's trump cards. But what Nie Tian didn't know was that apart from Qin Yetian, Lan Binji had another layer of protection, and that was Tang Yuyu, the evil girl killer of the Blood Fiend sect. Just now, if Lan Binji lost, even if Qin Yetian didn't make a move, Tang Yuyu, who was hiding in the dark, would still make a move. So, no matter what, Lan Binji will not lose. With Fan Jinwu's reprimand, the field quickly quieted down. Ai on Main's figure reappeared in the martial arts arena and said loudly, "Next match, Nie Tian, duel, Qin Feng." The second and final game of the Final Four was particularly eye-catching. If Nie Tian wins, he can fight against Lan Binji for the Rookie King. If Qin Feng wins, the Rookie King will have no suspense. Qin Feng is a member of Lan Binji, so he will not rob things from his master. Nie Tian, come up and die. Qin Feng took the lead in stepping into the martial arts arena, extremely arrogant, roaring, and domineering. So arrogant, are you in a hurry to find death? Jean Debao looked at Qin Feng and sneered. Nie Tian also glanced at Qin Feng, as if looking at an idiot. He jumped into the martial arts arena and looked at Qin Feng coldly. Qin Feng has the strength of Yuanling 9 levels, the Overlord Hammer Yuanling. He is very powerful, and his shots are ruthless enough. From all aspects, Qin Feng's strength is slightly stronger than Liang Yunlong's. But Nie Tian didn't take him seriously at all. This battle was just his warm-up before facing Lan Binji. "Stinky boy, how dare you to underestimate me?" Sensing the contempt in Nie Tian's eyes, Qin Feng was furious, and his aura erupted. The tyrant hammer slammed down in the air like a small hill, pressing down on Nie Tian.